Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody. Blast Zone is here, have no fear. Certainly, I'm not going to have any fear for little decks that have maybe cheap stuff. Stuff at 1, stuff at 2, Elves, Cynic Merfolk, Mono Blue Spirits, Rakdos Midrange, potentially. Oh, it's going to be good. I always appreciate the potential of Blast Zone, not just to take out creatures, but to take out some cheap costing things. Oftentimes it has been a fantastic equalizer. Again, at the very least, Blast Zone, it is a land. It helps us to ramp and slam down, well, whatever else we need. But beside Blast Zone, Ratchet Bomb, man, that's... Yo, Heaven, how's it going? How's it going? Joining me at the very start. Got my coffee ready. It's going to be a good night. It's a Friday. Who doesn't love a Friday unless perhaps maybe you have to work, unfortunately. Hopefully, you guys have Saturday off and Sunday as well. But everybody needs money. So you got to work to get it. Explosiveness. Man, I should have just renamed tonight that. Something like it, because we're going to be blowing up and destroying a lot of things. Not just Blast Zone, but Ratchet Bomb. Phew. My goodness. 2, tap and put a charge counter on Ratchet Bomb. A lot of you guys likely have seen me talk about it before, but, well, it's in tonight at the very least. We're going to build up those charge counters. Hopefully we get to, or want to take out a lot of non-land permanents that cost 1. So that first turn it lands, we put that first charge counter on. Next turn it comes around, it untaps, we pop it, and we take out all those witches ovens, who knows what. It's going to be very good. But there is something else that I'm actually considering using all my mythic rare wildcards on. The full playset, a new card. I'll get into that in just a second here, but for the sideboard, Ripjaw Raptor, if it's something aggressive, as always. And stealth damage, draw a card. We love to do that. Shatterskull Smashing. Hey, I know some of you guys probably were going to wonder, where's the Shatterskull? There it is. Maybe if it's some deck where possibly Otepec Huntmaster is going to die pretty easily and pretty often to removal, perhaps I could see myself taking out Huntmaster, maybe taking out the Blast Zone if there's not a lot of stuff that I might want to kill, or if it could be something expensive. Possibly I might want Shatterskull Smashing to take out something a little bit bigger and a little bit cheaper than what Blast Zone would take. Say we wanted to take out a Planeswalker for, say it costs 5. Shatterskull Smashing would be a total of 7, but Blast Zone, we'd have to play it, invest a total of 10, and then wait a whole nother turn to pop it for 3. It's pretty expensive. Again, both of these things can be a land, so you do got to keep that in mind. Blast Zone definitely shines when you want to take out really cheap stuff, only ever having to put on 1 or 2 charge counters, I think. Anything past that is probably maybe a little bit too much. But, I mean, last night that was devastating amount of black, mono black, some Golgari, lots of that stuff, so Bouncers Beatdown. I'm just starting off with it tonight. Watch me not face any mono black. I don't think that's going to be the case. Probably going to be at least 1 match, I would imagine. To help against that removal, though, well, we're going to be removing stuff. But Snakeskin Veil, 4 copies. This isn't a super hasty list. It doesn't have double strike, anything like that. Going back to being more consistent, only red and green. So Snakeskin Veil seems to make sense. That boost in power does stick around, especially if the opponent is trying to kill one of our creatures on their turn. And then we can still make benefit of that counter attacking the following turn and possibly helping us to get lethal even. Very, very nice stuff. Otherwise, everything's pretty usual. Carnage Tyrant, happy to have Carnage Tyrant back in. I miss this good buddy. When there's lots of removal around, you want to at least hopefully have something that sticks a little bit stickier, you could say. Okay, well, I say we get right into it. Lands, 20. Storm's Wrath for a sweeper, 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, so taking out Liliana and... well, we don't take out Sheoldred, but we take out enough. Possibly I could bring in, burn down the house. 5 damage to everything, but I want at least a few more things that are out of range. Charging Monstrosaur does survive the 4 damage from Storm's Wrath. Ripjaw Raptor as well would also survive if we do decide to bring it in for game 2. Okay, I just remembered. Karn Sylex, that is a thing I've been eyeing up. Maybe not the whole playset, because it is a legendary artifact. I did open up one copy of Karn, Living Legacy of Worst Planeswalker Ever. Well, that's what they say, but I think it's pretty sweet. I might even use it. Finish off the playset. I just think the art looks pretty fantastic. But Karn Sylex, let's go. Where is it? Oh, right there. My goodness, you guys have to take a gander at this. 3 for legendary artifact, mythic rare. Karn Sylex enters the battlefield tapped. So we can't do a whole lot with it that first turn unless we untap it, potentially. But players can't pay life to cast spells or to activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. It doesn't shut off a whole lot in Explorer. It's more in Eternal formats. It does stop fetch lands, which is actually quite fantastic. Oh, I know. He can be used in so many versions of Karn. Potentially. Could be pretty useful, even in a dinosaur deck. I've always wanted to explore that Planeswalker, anything that has to do with Karn. Definitely. And Karn Sylex certainly is something I'm happy to try out. It's an artifact, so of course, Heaven, it does fit in any deck, or it could fit in any deck. Don't have to worry about the colors there. But you really want to take a look at its X ability. So you can pay X, tap it, exile it, then destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less. So it's not just that singular mana value. That means it also takes out tokens that don't have a value, anything, literally anything under or at the value of X. If it was X is 3, bam. Every single non-land permanent, 3 or less, is destroyed. I absolutely think Karn Sylex could work out fantastically for dinosaurs, because lots of dinos are, well, certainly above 3. Shifting Ceratops, all these big, lovely heavy hitters. We would lose that token that Regisaur Alpha makes, but that's not too bad of a loss. Would also lose Otepec Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor, but I think we could manage that. Possibly switching out some of these guys, maybe for more ramp. Cultivate to search for lands instead of Otepec Huntmaster, potentially, but Karn Sylex, certainly, yeah. Full playset, I don't know, it's hard to say. I know I at least want a couple copies to give it a go. Certainly seems like a decently fantastic thing, at least for dinos, because not a whole lot of decks are playing super duper expensive things like this. Just for that reason, it does make sense. You gotta wonder. Lots of stuff has maybe the most expensive thing at 4 mana. Everything else is pretty cheap, and it would die to Karn Sylex naturally. Oh, okay, I see that. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Oh, what's the third Karn? The third Karn is probably the best Karn, actually. But yes, Trainer James, glad you're chiming in for this, because, man, I do like sweepers for cheap stuff, and that would be pretty fantastic. Taking out Rakdos Midrange, Mono Blue Spirits, as long as they haven't countered Karn Sylex or bounced it. But oh, it's tempting. That's probably the most tempting thing. I wasn't quite sure if I would get tempted before the Lost Caverns of Ixalan releases. 3 rares, 4 mythic rares. Well, that's probably going to be something I work on, maybe after the stream tonight. I got lots of things currently to blow stuff up. But yeah, that would be a pretty fantastic combo. Okay, the third Karn there though. I think it's the best Karn. It does fit or seem to be pretty common in mono green ramp. Technically mono green devotion and explorer, but we don't have Nykthos, shrine to Nyx, the main devotion land that really helps them ramp off. When we do get it, it'll be pretty much complete mono green devotion. But for the meantime, it's mono green ramp. They often have Karn here. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated. So, heaven, this actually does turn off the Witch's Oven, a bunch of other stuff. But for the most part, it is very nice turning off the Witch's Oven. Not having them be able to sacrifice the cat, stop that from happening, is it's good. Yes, he's only a rare. Unfortunately, I only have one. Well, I don't even have one copy, my goodness. I'm not going to splurge. I only have 3 rare wild cards at the moment, but Karn is pretty common, and -2 reveal an artifact you own from outside the game, which means your sideboard, or choose a face-up artifact you own in exile. Put that card in your hand. So for -2, they pull a big, heavy-hitting artifact, the best thing that's going to help them in any particular matchup, and it really can hose you, certainly. That silver bullet, they just play Karn for 4, -2, grab whatever it is, and pretty much go to town. Chances are they can play Karn and maybe play the thing they grab from their sideboard that's going to hate against a specific matchup all in one turn. Usually they have enough mana to do that. If it's gone to turn 4, turn 5, they're probably popping off. They certainly would have enough mana to sink into something like Karn's Sylex, but I don't think they would want to do that. Probably not. They have lots of cheap stuff they wouldn't want to destroy with this. Karn shut off Greasefang. Let me see. Activated abilities. I don't think it turns off Greasefang. I think the crew cost might be inactivated. I'll leave that up for you guys. I need to look into this just very quickly, but that would be pretty fantastic if it did shut off Greasefang. Absolutely. Let me see. 1 second. Yes, it does look like that. Okay. Yes, Karn does prevent it. I just looked that up quickly. Confirmed, I saw. Okay. Man, that's even better. Karn the Great Creator shutting down Greasefang and Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar combo. Whew. That is looking even more enticing by the minute. My goodness. And I was just showing you guys off Karn's Sylex to destroy lots of permanents, but I don't know. I might have another new angle to look into. There's just so many numerous things. But hopefully I have enough bodies tonight. The big heavy hitters, lots of interaction, ramp, protection, digging for stuff. I think consistency should be pretty good. Certainly being just the 2 colors again tonight. And all right, I say we get into the action. Certainly feels good starting off with Shifting Ceratops. Absolutely if we run into that mono blue spirits, but I am hoping for at least a couple mono black or heavily black decks so we can really have Bouncer's Beatdown shine. Yes, absolutely heaven with Karn. You could pull that Ratchet Bomb that I have in my sideboard to... Oh, lovely stuff. Perhaps adding ways to proliferate. So proliferate, you choose any number of permanents you control, and you give them each another counter of a specific type. So if we had ways to proliferate, just put an extra charge counter on Karn Sylex, Ratchet Bomb, something like that, and literally ratchet things up even faster than before. They've taken one mulligan. They're going first. We got 5 lands, eventually getting to Regisaur. I'm going to keep that, hoping, likely, that we get something a little bit cheaper. At the very least, that we can play on turn 3. Well, Blast Zone. Thank you. There you go. Otepec Huntmaster. Now, there's probably a pretty good chance that this guy's going to die. Artifact Dinos. Ooh, I like that. I was wondering how I might work in artifacts. And likely we're going to be getting some artifact dino creatures, literally, because Saheeli, Huatli's friend there, seems to have made or is making an artifact dinosaur. Going to get an actual card for it, I think, at some point. Yeah, oh boy, that is going to be exciting stuff. But for now, I could make a list. Artifact dinos. Ooh. I mean, it's something mono black. We got the Bouncer's Beatdown. Hopefully we go fast enough, but hey, Knight of the Ebon Legion. Good stuff. Oh, Marauding Raptor, that's alright. Gonna have this Stomping Ground come into play tapped. I don't need Blast Zone yet. Possibly we can take him out without using Blast Zone. I don't think that's gonna happen. But if we can surprise him, keep that information to ourselves, might be able to catch him game 2. That new dino, absolutely. Hopefully, well, maybe not hopefully, it's a legendary creature, because that would not be good. I think I gotta pop the Blast Zone next. Oh. The list tonight, friends, anyone watching right now or later on, it's literally called the Blast Zone is here, have no fear. It's first game, first match. There you go. Pop it and boom. Lights out. Who doesn't love that? Yes, that certainly was nice. Mono black, yeah. I've wrote, yeah, it's going to be fantastic. They'll get married and it's going to be a swarm of dinosaurs. I don't know. That'd be a pretty chaotic wedding reception, I would imagine. Yeah. Well, just going to go Blast Zone and Regisaur Alpha. Seems pretty good. I'm not going to attack with the token, of course. I know, first match of the night, mono black. I don't even need Bouncer's Beatdown. But they're struggling to draw stuff, which is pretty good. Certainly not blocking. They have enough to power up that Knight of the Ebon Legion. Potentially we could have lethal next turn with this second Regisaur Alpha, but there's going to be a lot of fantastic dinos. Hopefully this artifact dino that Saheeli makes is actually pretty decent card-wise. I'm sure the art is going to be fantastic, but I'm hoping at least for a rare. I feel that it's probably going to be mythic rare, just because of story impactfulness or something like that. Just in case they got another land this turn, I needed to stop going too low. Might have been a little bit too low. Wanted to play it safe for sure. Dusk Legion, well, that shouldn't be a problem. We got the Commune, at the very least. Oh, okay. Commune, grab us. Wow. First game of the night. Bam. Boom. Look at that. Whew. Okay. My goodness. I always hope the namesake of the night, whatever it is, that it shows up at least once, but to show up so decisively, the very first game, the very first match, I am happy. I'm always happy to play dinos, but That was good. Bouncers Beatdown staying in. Snakeskin Veil, I think definitely. They have a little bit of removal. Fatal Push, Heartless Hack, but if they have more in the sideboard, 100% they're going to be bringing that in. So it would be nice to protect things with Snakeskin, for sure. I just realized I might... Oh, okay, I have the music up. I thought it was on a different tab, so you guys weren't seeing it, but it's still good there. Shifting? That's a tough one. Storm's Wrath, potentially I could see that. Yeah, Storm's Wrath. Let's do the Storm's Wrath. Cut the Shifting Ceratops and switch it for the Ripjaw there. I'm just going to cut Otepec Huntmaster. Make some room for those things. Maybe even Marauding Raptor, now that I think about it. Yeah, let's cut Marauding Raptor. They got the Fatal Pushes. Heartless Hack, that stuff. I know, with only one copy. It's happened multiple nights now. One copy of Ghalta, see her so often. You want to see her more, and I add in a second copy, and she's like non-existent. That's just how it goes. But at least one. If you have 0, you're not going to see her at all, guaranteed. So there is that. But Ratchet Bomb, can't Fatal Push that, and we're going to explode whatever they're trying to do. Man, this is devastating. Blast Zone, Ratchet Bomb, Storm's Wrath. Good luck. And Storm's Wrath taking out Sorin, whatchamacallit? The vampire themed, or the vampire Sorin version that cares about vampires. I'll keep it. We got the Ratchet Bomb. Lovely stuff. Get that down on turn 2 and start upping the charge counters on it. Possibly pop it the next turn it comes around and take out some good stuff. We got 4 lands already, so we're well on our way to that Regisaur Alpha. But we do have the Storm's Wrath. Oh, what you gonna get rid of? It's all nasty. Ooh, the Regisaur. Well. Get the Blast Zone, get the bomb, and bing, bang, boom. I think they're going to be playing pretty safe here. We weren't going to be playing that Regisaur Alpha anytime soon. Liliana of the Veil is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with. Yeah, I think definitely the Storm's Wrath. Charging Monstrosaur, ooh, yes please. I'll up the Ratchet Bomb to 2 charge counters. We have the Blast Zone that starts with 1 charge counter, so we can take out non-land permanents that have, or cost 1. And then Ratchet Bomb could pop itself to take out stuff for 3. Ooh, keep discarding, nuts. Well, it's definitely got to be another Bouncer's Beatdown. I hope to land the Charging Monstrosaur, but it may not happen. Ooh, 2 of them. Interesting. Okay, hopefully that 5th land next turn. I'll probably discard one of these Charging Monstrosaurs. Actually, no, I should probably do Bouncer's Beatdown. Ooh. I think we gotta pop it. I could also pop Blast Zone, take out the Knight of the Ebon Legion. We'll have to keep that in mind. No, I can't do it. I need that. Need to get to 5 for Charging Monstrosaur, unfortunately. Hopefully. Yikes. Well, that's not going to do it. Oh yes, absolutely. Liliana of the Vale. She is painful. Lots of pain and suffering there, to say the least. But we'll get her done. We'll have some fun. Hopefully ramp a little bit more, a little bit better than that. I still like Ratchet Bomb. I'll keep things as is. It was definitely a very different start than the last game. Maybe they cut a lot of those cheap creatures because we did devastate them so much with that blast zone. Hard to say. Well, I'll keep it. We got 4 lands, eventually getting to Ripjaw. Hopefully not an early Thoughtseize, but that is pretty common. Would not be surprised. Yo. Maybe they're really prioritizing that Thoughtseize. If they see it in hand, they keep that hand pretty much. It is pretty nice that they can't discard Blast Zone though, just because it is a land. I would imagine Carnage Tyrant, they don't want to have to worry about that. But they may have Liliana of the Vale that will make us sacrifice the Carnage Tyrant. Luckily, you know, we do have a Dino. We get to continually ramp. We almost have all our basic lands, so that's going to be a bit problematic. At this one point, I was a little bit worried about having only 4 total basic lands and having Thunderherd Migration. Sometimes Thunderherd might not be doing a whole lot for us. Certainly seems like we'll be getting Regisaur Alpha though. The Sorin -3 put a vampire from their hand into or onto the battlefield. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, we get to at least safely drop this Regisaur Alpha. Probably somebody somewhere is dying though. It is nice to take them down enough that they can't -3 and put that vampire onto the battlefield. Hopefully at least one of these guys survives. We're going to kind of start running away with things, getting so much life with the Gifted Aetherborn. I'm definitely hoping for Bouncer's Beatdown soon. Liliana, ugh, yikes. Oh yes, absolutely. Training James and I go back quite some time. Oof. Let's go 6 land Carnage Tyrant. Well, it's Ratchet Bomb. It's something to start exploding stuff. Get that 1 charge counter on it. Would really like to take out Sorin. Oh, good stuff. I'm not too worried about Liliana of the Vale. She can't make us sacrifice Regisaur Alpha. She can only make us discard. And we do have 2 copies of Snakeskin Veil, which feels pretty safe. They see 1, so we'll get rid of it. Well, that's how it goes. Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord, is certainly very fantastic for vampires. Hopefully we get a super dinosaur-themed planeswalker, and that would really elevate dinos, I think. This is a lot of Death Touch and Lifelink. It's going to be rough. Man, they're getting up there in the life department. Well, I think we just gotta pop the Ratchet Bomb. Hope for the best. Slap down that Carnage Tyrant and... Well, I'm gonna take out Sorin. Actually, you know what? I gotta take out Liliana. Don't want her making us sacrificing, or don't want her to make us sacrifice the Carnage Tyrant. We still might be able to get it done. We have to block the Gifted Aetherborn. That's just a given. Might be it though. Yeah, that is, well, it's certainly going to do it. A big Gifted Aetherborn, sometimes not a whole lot you can do in those situations. But we started off strong, showed the potential, surprising, explosive potential of Blast Zone. Boom. Blast Zone gets her done sometimes. Right. Maybe it's just going to be a mono black knight. Mono black round 2. Rafhamart. Oh, wow, that is pretty sweet. Double Marauding Raptor, Thunderherd Migration, Sheltered Thicket, Rootbound Crag, Stomping Ground. Oh boy. But they got the world champion. Oh, it's Rakdos. Well, there's something black related, of course. Play it safe, go Thunderherd Migration. Get that land, just because I would expect Fatal Push, something like that. If it was a less threatening color combination, I think I may have just gone Marauding Raptor, but pretty sure the Marauding that I would have played would have died. Maybe not, but I didn't want to take that risk. Rakdos Sacrifice, or Rakdos Anvil, it's looking like here. But the fantastic thing is we can slam both Marauding Raptors. Next turn, Charging Monstrosaur. Going to power up both of them. And again, survive those 2 pings because it does have 5 toughness. So it could be a, well, it will be a lot of nasty damage next turn. At the very least, we still get to go Charging Monstrosaur. Even if they did take out both Maraudings. But I think at most only one is going to die. Nuts. I bet they have something that deals 1 damage, 2 damage. I don't feel like blocking. They got something up their sleeve. That is pretty deadly. Well, that's how it goes. Steal it, draw cards, make a treasure. But pretty hard to claim the firstborn, this big guy. Good luck. Lights out. It's got trample, it's got haste. Peace. Next turn, drop the next one unless there's something big and black related. Bouncer's Beatdown. Gonna bring the Beatdown. Well, that's not good. That's also not good. But Blast Zone, we got that. Like I mentioned, we can take out Witch's Oven quite nicely. We're going to be taking out Braid's Arisen Nightmare, absolutely. Yes, decline. Oh, nuts, what am I going to do? Slap down the Shifting. 1 left over. Bam. Dead. Exiled. Lights out. Good luck. Charging has trample. Shifting likely has trample. Man, I like this guy. This multiple copies. Multiple pain. Blast Zone or Ratchet Bomb, though, could take out these anvils, which is quite nice. Hopefully seeing a Blast Zone at some point. Decline. They're not going to be able to survive the onslaught that we're laying down here. Good luck. Bam. Watch out. Rakdos Sacrifice. Yeah. I could see Storm's Wrath. They got a lot of little things, so it would be actually quite nice. Taking out Braids, of course. All their little tokens. But that Oni Cult Anvil. And well, they got Fatal Push, Claim the Firstborn. You know what I like to do whenever I face Claim the Firstborn decks? Anything that involves it. It's been quite some time. Still not super common, but it's gaining in popularity. I cut Marauding Raptor and Otepec Huntmaster completely. A lot less targets for Fatal Push. They're going to die anyways. Basically that turn or the next turn it goes to the opponent. Well, watch out. Shatterskull Smashing, potentially. Could be a nice thing. Shifting Ceratops, though, with the possibility of Trample. I think I do prefer that. Yeah, Shatterskull. One Ripjaw. Alright. Hopefully they kept in all those Fatal Pushes, and well, it's going to be a good night. Ooh, well, if it was a source of green, I would keep it, just because I could go Thunderherd. I mean, technically there is 2 chances to see that source of green, but I think it's going to be a little bit too difficult. We would eventually need 2 for Ripjaw and Carnage Tyrant. I don't want to risk it. Okay, there we go. We got it. We got something. Certainly keeping that Ratchet Bomb. Yeah, Regisaur Alpha. Cut the most expensive thing. I don't really have much for 2. I could play Ratchet Bomb, which actually I might do that, just to start getting those charge counters on it. I may just play Shatterskull Smashing tapped. We'll see what we draw here. If it's another source of width, Ratchet Bomb it is. That sealed the deal. Okie dokie. Forest, Ratchet Bomb, and hope they can't destroy it. They could have a Braid, 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. But it is nice taking out the ovens. Maybe they have some Claim the Firstborns. Effectively useless. Yeah, I'll do Shatterskull this turn, plus Thunderherd Migration. See what they do next turn. If they play anything else that costs 1. But definitely, I'll probably be popping the Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Boom. Make use of Witch's Oven by sacrificing the Voldaren Epicure, I would imagine. Bouncer's Beatdown, though, is very nice to take out Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Oftentimes that's pretty difficult, but it is a 3/3 black Beholder, so that does reduce Bouncer's Beatdown to the full reduction of a single green. It's always nice to take out a manland. Very satisfying stuff. We could also take out Den of the Bugbear, because Bouncer's Beatdown is instant speed, but taking out Hive of the Eye Tyrant is also going to be quite nice. Lovely draw on the Snakeskin Veil. We can save Shifting Ceratops, which I'm going to hold up that mana. I would have liked to be aggressive, but I think they're going to want to kill this guy. either by sacrificing that treasure for Fatal Push or something. Oh. Well, that is good. Haha. Bouncer's Beatdown it is. See ya. Man, that is... Oh, sweet. JDX, how's it going? I'm not getting mana screwed. No. Yeah, definitely Blast Zone is a bit of a concern. It's not a mono deck. I know, crazy amount of lands, 20. Technically, it's 23. I sideboarded in 3 Shatter Skull Smashing, so it's being pretty consistent. Gruul colors. Blast Zone's doing the trick. Wanted to do something crazy. I was going crazy and playing pretty low land counts. I gotta go charging though. Okay. No, I do appreciate that. But yeah, seems to be working. Even though Blast Zone, it can be rough, but it can also be very useful and has been so far. You have to go back to the very first match, the very first game of tonight. Blast Zone just completely shines. It didn't quite go so well after that, but Blast Zone was devastating. Taking out 3 Knight of the Ebon Legion. You gotta love it. Doesn't matter how big they get, how many 1/1 counters are on them. Seeing them all just get destroyed simply in one fell swoop was lovely stuff. Don't know why they're making Den of the Bugbear though. Maybe they don't have a whole lot left to do. Another Blast Zone. Still left with a Source of Green. Oh, okay. That's good. Hopefully things continue to go well. But yes, Heaven, it is Rakdos Sacrifice. Some variation of Rakdos Sacrifice. I'll see if I want to put another charge counter on the Ratchet Bomb. I would think so, especially because they got Oni called Anvils and whatnot. Extinction Event. Nuts. Den of the Bugbear does make tokens, yes. So they can pay 4 until end of turn. Den of the Bugbear becomes the 3/2 red goblin creature. Pretty decent backup for aggression. With, whenever this creature attacks, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. It is still a land. Cooking a lot more? Oh, that's good. That's good. I love cooking too. Yeah, let's put that charge counter on it. At least get it to 2. Oh boy. Well, might as well go Thunderherd. I was thinking they might have a Fatal Push, or they might be suspecting the Snakeskin Veil. Could have taken them down quite a bit. Could have used more colorless, some of the Blast Zones, and then I would have had multiple sources of green right there. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, hey, there we go. The Witch's Oven, like I was thinking. We're gonna blow that up. Oh, I think I have an idea what they might be trying to do. Use both the Blast Zones for sure. Such a dastardly oven. Now, speaking of cooking, you like to do a lot of cooking, but I would suggest not using this oven. It's probably not very hygienic. Not a good idea. Den of the Bugbear plus... I don't know, they're going to do something with Den of the Bugbear, I think. Yes, absolutely not. Don't do it, yeah. Which is unhygienic oven. Although actually, everything from Eldraine. But, you know, we got to remember, witches are magical. So, there's actually a pretty good chance that oven is probably the most clean. You can imagine, if you can use spells to clean something, it's probably cleaner than a toilet seat. Still almost dead. No, I still would be dead with Snakeskin Veil. 8, 7, going through Snakeskin Veil. Yeah, I think that does it. Whew. All right. Wow, good stuff. Taking down Rakdos Sacrifice in exactly perfect fashion. Right to 0. Snakeskin Veil for the win. Exact damage, yes. Yeah, like Sabrina, absolutely. Very hygienic. Oh, yes, there is the Baba Lysaga. I think that was from Baldur's Gate. Dungeons and Dragons, Legends of Baldur's Gate, I believe. Mystic Sanctuary, I don't know. I do like Mystic Sanctuary, but we got a pack, got to open it. Hopefully it's a Karn Sylex like we were talking about at the start. Cross your fingers, cross your claws. Maybe it's a wild card, rare. Hey, oh my goodness. Tonight just became one of the best nights I've had in weeks. Live. You never know what's going to happen. You can't hide. Sometimes you lose all games in a night. But, I could lose every single... hopefully I don't lose every single game continually from now on. But, Baba Lysaga. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'll show you guys quickly. Collected, not collected. Baba. Yes. Baba Lysaga. Night Witch. Artifact Dinos. Ooh. Maybe I should whip up something artifact dino related. I'll have to take a bit of a closer look at that, but Tamer Dinos again soon. Artifact Dinos. Yeah. That's going to be a little bit more of thinking though. Baba Lysaga Night Witch, I don't see myself ever really using it. Potentially when I go Jund Dinos, if I go into Alchemy, of course, which, you know, could be a nice switch up for sure. Tap it, sacrifice up to 3 permanents if there were 3 or more card types among the sacrifice permanents. Well, that doesn't make sense. I'm not going to have a lot of card types. Usually it's pretty much just lands, dinos, possibly an artifact. Each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life. And you draw 3 cards. Huh. Interesting. Now, if you do sacrifice an artifact creature, that does meet the requirement of 2 card types. So there might be some instances where you only have to sacrifice 2 things. That could actually be pretty good. It sounds pretty powerful. You do probably have to make a bit of a workaround for sure. Meet those requirements. But if the right deck has the right bones and tapping it to make each opponent lose 3 life, gain 3 life, and then you draw 3 cards. Ooh. Teeny Dino deck. Your internet is freaking out. That's not good. It does sound like Coven style deck. Sacrificing little things, different things to really take out the opponent, for sure. A teeny Dino deck. Okay. We can look into a teeny Dino deck. Let's see. All the dinos that are, well, teeny. Heaven, maybe you would appreciate a teeny Dino deck as well. Sometime before Artifact Dinos, if there's enough to make it work. But we could do Snubhorn Sentry. Gotta watch out for that thing. 1 white for a 0/3. Pretty teeny. Huatli's Snubhorn. 2/2 Vigilance. Well, That would hurt if it runs into you, for sure. Technically, Imperial Lancer, I mean, it's riding a dinosaur. It's a 1/1. Could kind of fit the theme. Don't underestimate that. Turn 1, something with 3 toughness, lovely. And technically, it doesn't have defender. So once we do ascend, get to 10 permanents, being able to attack with a 3/3 that originally cost a single white, it can be decent. Mono white dinos. Yeah, I could see that. Definitely white is the 3rd most popular color for dinosaurs. I think they're solidly in Gruul colors, but I mean, right here you see how many potential options. Whether or not they're super good is another question for sure, but I don't like looking at this guy. Pretty much one of the only things I don't even have a single copy of. I could have sworn I opened up at least one years ago from excellent packs, but the least popular, probably black, I would say. Yeah, probably. This might be my least favorite, least popular card related to dinosaurs. I do love the art, absolutely, but 1 white for a 1/1. At the beginning of our upkeep, we may reveal a dinosaur card from our hand. If we do, gain 2 life. So, I mean, most turns we could be gaining an extra 2 life. That might actually help quite a bit for sure. Its ability though, 3 and 2 white, sacrifice it. Search our library for a dinosaur, reveal it, put it into our hands. So that could be pretty sweet. Maybe. Pretty expensive. I got to explore it at least some point. I don't know anybody in all of YouTube who has done something with Priest of the Awakening Sun. Probably for good reason, because it's not super powerful. Oh yes, absolutely. And going to that expensive point, Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan specifically was sort of powered down a little bit, I believe. Things were made maybe a little bit more expensive than they needed to. Yeah, back then I think certainly could have worked in standard. Likely maybe it was somewhat helpful if you had enough dinosaurs. And the dinosaur we reveal, of course, we could use it turn 2 for Thunderherd Migration, so we're not actually revealing any more things. They already have that information, so we just keep giving them the same information. Does feel pretty lovely. Yeah, black is, well, is it blue? No, I guess blue is the least popular. They only have 2 dinos at the moment. Wingfold Pateran. I always love pronouncing it like that. I know it's not pronounced like that. Ben, if you're watching, sorry for butchering that, but Wingfold Pateran and Nezahal Primal Tide, which is pretty fantastic for a blue option. Black, I guess. Blue and black only have 2 dinos, but we're going to get more in Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Absolutely. If the P is supposed to be silent, don't even put it on there. Oh no. It's kind of like salmon. You don't pronounce the L in salmon, but it just sounds funny. Salmon. You're getting me off on a tangent of jokes. But definitely, tiny dinos, artifact dinos. I should start writing these down. Usually I can remember them in my head, all the different variations to work on. It's a long list, and certainly there's some fantastic ones that I always love to revisit. This looks pretty good though. At least got a source of red. Bunch of lands. JDX, you were wondering if consistency would be hurt a little bit. Perhaps that's going to happen. Starting off with 2 Blast Zone. Got a lot of costly things. At the very least, I don't often do stuff turn 1, so Rockfall Vale definitely is. Ouch. Maybe it jinxed me. Yes, I do remember it was $20,000 of Monopoly money. Yes. Maybe I'll slip in a couple extra actual bills somewhere in the middle there. Something like that. Fresh, crisp, 20,000 Monopoly money. Not even played with. And that's saying something. I think you would appreciate, oh my goodness. Well, when you have lots of big heavy hitters, you do sometimes run the risk of scenarios like this. Yeah, absolutely. Singleton 60 card dinos. I don't think there's enough really good dinos to make a 100 card singleton list, unfortunately. It's going to be interesting. Would be interesting. Cancel. Hold on a second. I want to put a charge counter on it. I can't sacrifice it. Land, you can do it. Oh, hey, there we go. All right. Might be a little bit too late, but as long as we can get to 5, we're going to be slamming some big, nasty, heavy hitters. Actually, I can get that second or third charge counter on the Blast Zone. Pop it, take out the Tireless Tracker, Graveyard Glutton, all that stuff. Siege Rhino is going to be problematic, though. I don't really want to pop the Blast Zone if at all possible. I want to at least start dropping bodies, but down to 5. Well, we got the 5th land, not quite fast enough. Turn things around, though. Hey, good stuff. Good stuff. Sounds good. Thanks for joining me as long as possible. Hopefully get some good sleep and catch you next time. But Storm's Wrath is going to catch them, I think. Graveyard Glutton, Tireless Tracker. Hopefully they haven't sacrificed too many lands. Siege Rhino is out of range, unfortunately, but Storm's Wrath can be pretty devastating. They do have lots of black stuff, so certainly happy to keep Bouncer's Beatdown in. Switch the Shifting for Ripjaw Raptor, mainly due to bringing in Storm's Wrath there. Take out the Huntmaster. They likely have the Fatal Pushes, lots of that removal. Switch it for the Shatter Skull Smashing like I was mentioning, and a single copy of Ratchet Bomb. Actually, I think that was 64. Nuts. I always try to stay consistent. But I'm pretty sure I'm playing with 64 cards. That's the new standard. It does seem to be. No one uses Ratchet Bomb. I don't think I've ever seen anybody use it. Hopefully we see that single kill. Try for something a little bit better. Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it. Turn 2 will go Commune off of Rockfall Vale. Unfortunately, can't go turn 1, but I think we'll get to that 4 lands. Oh, okay. Sheltered Thicket. I mean, there's the land. Commune grabs the 4th one. Good stuff. Forest, yeah. Ratchet Bomb, decently cheap. Fits in any deck if you're looking to up your game against something. I'm going to pay the 1 for Thunderherd Migration. Not give them any information for sure. And now we could go potentially next turn Blast Zone plus Ripjaw. We got 1 green. If they play something black related, we'll be able to take that out quite nicely. Graveyard Trespasser. There it is. Do I want to use Bouncer's Beatdown on it? I don't think so. Just the good old charging, that feels right. Start slamming them. Ouch, you can't Fatal Push that. But going back to, well, sacrifice it, unfortunately. I knew I should have played it safe and done Ripjaw. Although we still would have had to sacrifice it anyways. They would have had one chance to use Liliana's ability, unfortunately. But we're taking her out ASAP. No questions asked. Hopefully they don't have a second copy in hand, but a full song. Oh, I think it would be hilarious. I am working on a new video, something that features some pretty good music, using my voice over clips, B-roll of vast fields or mountains, dinosaurs in the beginning. Something like that. It's going to be hilarious, and I think that would be hilarious as well if you did something like that. I like the good old Carnage Tyrant. I cross my fingers there's no Liliana. That's always a sad, sad time. Nuts. Probably shouldn't even bother playing Carnage Tyrant against anything black related with Invoke Despair plus Liliana, making us sacrifice it. Doesn't really seem like much point. At the very least we can protect Ripjaw and Siege Rhino. I like it. Dead, what am I thinking? That's alright, sometimes you just can't do anything, really. Okie dokie. I think it's basically been everything has been at least partly colored black. There's mono black vampires, Rakdos Sacrifice that we beat. This, ooh, yeah. Alright, good stuff. Talk to you later. But yeah, it's been basically everything has had a little bit of black, mono black, or partly black. So Bouncer's Beatdown, staying in. Guaranteed. Oh, the nightly Kiros official. Okay. I've faced this person every single night. Like the looks of that. Plenty of lands, Commune, Bouncer's Beatdown, although this person usually doesn't play stuff black related. Blast Zone, though, is going to be devastating for their chances, I think. That's going to be helpful. It's Mono Blue Spirits or Azorius Heroic. Yes, okay. Mono Blue Spirits today. Blast Zone, well, that's partly the reason why I like bringing it in. Certainly going to pop that to take out the Spectral Sailor, not have to worry about the Staggering Insight. But we'll get the Stomping Ground down. Thunderherd Migration to certainly reveal Shifting Ceratops. Keep ramping. I would imagine Blast Zone next turn, especially if they slap a Curious Obsession onto the Spectral Sailor. They know shifting is happening. Perhaps they have some way to deal with it. Hopefully that's not the case. Catilda. Oh, what has she got? Well. I like shifting. Hopefully they can't do anything with it, but they got sources of white, so that might be something. Do have to take 5, unfortunately. They're getting up there in the life department. I am missing Rampaging Frostodon, which feels like it would be pretty good at the moment. I would imagine they have counter spells of some kind, but Bouncer's Beatdown. I want to take out the Phantom. Okay. Nuts. 3, 2. Yeah, we're not beating that, unfortunately. I don't even think Blast Zone would have done the trick. Storm's Wrath certainly could do the trick if they don't have a counter spell. Hopefully that's not the case, but Shifting Ceratops, 100%. Gotta stay in. Switch Bouncer's Beatdown for the Storm's Wrath there. Actually, I could see Ratchet Bomb being very nice. Very nice indeed. Got the Snakeskin Veil. I don't think they have a whole lot of targeted interaction. A lot of it, I think, is probably counter spells anyways, so Snakeskin Veil might not be as useful. There we go. I love to see it. Something for 2. Hopefully we get to see the Queen this game, of course. But definitely the Blast Zone. And Marauding, my goodness, wow. I like the looks of this. Now, if only we see Shifting Ceratops next turn, I think that's going to be about as devastating as you can hope for against a deck like this. Ooh, I think they have some sort of counter spell up their sleeve. Well, definitely Sheltered Thicket has to come into play tapped at some point. And hope Marauding Raptor lands. I thought that might happen. That's alright. Start pinging 19 to 19. Keep her even. Keep them on their toes. Maybe pop Blast Zone next turn. Luckily they haven't slapped anything that draws cards. Counter spells for days. Okay, now I'm definitely popping Blast Zone. Should go Blast Zone and up the charge counters to 2. Ratchet Bomb as well. I like it. Oh, get the Ratchet Bomb. Uppity that. Blast Zone. Uppity that, and hope that we're still alive. We got 3, 4, 5, 7. We might still live through this. They gotta do everything. Maximum damage. Pop it. Guess I could have played that other Ratchet Bomb, but that's alright. Might have a counter spell. Another Geistlight Snare. Get him. Auto pay. Alright. Oh no. Well, we got out 2 counter spells, which is nice. We got them, but we also got ourselves, unfortunately. Hopefully we get something costly so we can see the Queen at least once this match. Whenever they do exile something. I do like another Blast Zone. Pretty much any decently sized dino should allow us to see Ghalta. Actually, I think I'll pop the Blast Zone and stop him from drawing a card. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't want him drawing any more stuff. Keep them starved in the card department, similar to how we're doing right now. Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. I like the looks of that. They play a bunch more stuff. Hopefully they do. Makes me a little bit Suspicious though, they got two. Oh, yeah. What? Hold on a second. There we go. The thing I was hoping for. Lights out. Maybe. Phew. Right. We stopped the aggression. Thunderherd Migration? That's a good question. 3. Well, I'm not going to go Ghalta. I wouldn't have one green left over to give Shifting Ceratops reach, which absolutely we need to stick around, have. We're at 3, and Cemetery Gatekeeper definitely could go to 3 power with some Spirit Lord. Like I was thinking, they had counter spells in hand, so at the very least, that Thunderherd Migration did draw out another one. Ayo, the Dawn Sky. Oh, that's not good. Yikes. We gotta get something quick. I guess I do have to go Storm's Wrath. It's a good question. I can go Hasty Ghalta, 12. Somebody would have to block Shifting. Let's see. Well, they know something's up, unfortunately, but I don't think we have any way around this. Do 1 extra point of damage. We kill this AO person. They'll get some spirits into play. Storm's Wrath, sweep them, whatever permanence it is. Never mind. Mausoleum Wanderer just shuts that down, unfortunately. I don't like Mausoleum Wanderer. That is always rough. Alright, the rivalry continues. Kiros, official, taking us down. I've lost track of what the record is, but that was good stuff. Azorius Spirits. Been quite some time since I've seen that. For the most part, it does seem to be mono blue, but we're going to get some of the Pioneer additions to complete Azorius Spirits. A little bit better. Spell Queller, I believe it's called, from Pioneer. Eventually that's going to happen for Explorer, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Spell Queller. Maybe one other card, but I think it's more counter spells. Yeah, well, they have enough counter spells at this point, that's for sure. Definitely love Carnage Tyrant as well in that matchup. Something with reach, but Orange Owl. Orange Owl. Okay. I didn't see the L on the end there. I can't risk it. No. Oh, way better. I like the looks of that. Hasty Shifting Ceratops, turn 3. Good stuff. Yeah, kind of tempted to go with the Stomping Ground. Hopefully getting to a 4th or 5th land for Charging Monstrosaur. Ooh, Dimir. But Dimir sometimes has a lot of black stuff. Some black colored creatures, blue-black, Thought Thief. Bouncer's Beatdown, likely going to help take that out, and hopefully Shifting Ceratops lands pretty easily. Ooh, milling 2 communes. That is pretty painful. But we at least got the key heavy hitter against this deck. And we got to that fourth land when they kill the Huntmaster. They haven't mailed any more Shifting Ceratops, so that feels pretty good. A Carnage Tyrant is also not so good. I'll decline that. Don't want to take any more damage than I have to. Reveal the Shifting. That absolutely is coming down next turn. Should be good. Bouncers beat down, take out the Soaring Thought Thief, and hopefully slow him down a little bit there. Blast Zone actually could be pretty good as well. Currently they have two things that cost 2. Would take those out quite nicely. Shifting Ceratops, Sneaky Reach maybe for that Soaring Thought Thief. Oh, well, no, I want to take that. I'm going to take out the Nighthawk Scavenger. Yes, please. Bam. Done. Gotta love it. Whew. Slam the charging and just swing away. None of them can block shifting, which is pretty nice, and I don't think we'll be dead next turn, being at 11. It's a little bit more control-y Dimir Rogues, but they could have a couple ninjutsu stuff. See if they got drowned in the lock. Killing things. Well, that's not nice. Yeah, I'll just keep swinging with shifting, take them to 5. Hopefully all they have is blue colored stuff, and one more swing with shifting will do the trick. Perhaps sacrificing the Merfolk Windrobber to meet the requirement of Fatal Push. Hopefully that... Oh, we lost another shifting. Nuts. That's not good. It's a race. Oh, charging. All right. Bam. Get her done. Hello is right. Maybe that's meeting the requirement of Fatal Push. I think that's a pretty good set. Like I was suspecting. Yes. We got them there. We didn't get them the previous match, but Charging Monstrosaur saved the day. You can't Fatal Push that. 5 for a 5/5 Trample Haste saves us once again. The All-Star. Man, I love that guy. I think I might love Charging Monstrosaur even more than Regisaur Alpha. I know it's pretty crazy to say, but the fact that Shifting Ceratops could have haste, Charging Monstrosaur already has haste, maybe there's some world that Regisaur Alpha isn't quite needed. Of course, giving haste to Ghalta is very, very, very nice, but only one copy. It doesn't happen too often. Well, they got a lot of stuff at 2. Seems to be 2 or 1. Maybe some stuff at 3, but Ratchet Bomb it is. We saw the Fatal Pushes. Huntmaster out. Certainly Shifting is staying in. Marauding Raptor. One Storm's Wrath. Alright. Lots more destruction with the Ratchet Bombs, the Shatter Skulls, Storm's Wrath, the Blast Zones. I think we're going to be destroying some rogues here. All but guaranteed. Maybe if I had 2, so I would at least start going Ratchet Bomb turn 2. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Get that mountain to the bottom. Keep no basic lands in hand, just to increase the number of things that Thunderherd Migration can grab later on. Probably hold on to this Shatter Skull, take out a couple problematic things. I was hoping they'd play something this turn so we could maybe go... a sweeper would be good as well. At least we're able to ramp. We have enough lands at this point, so I think we should be getting somebody nice soon. Shifting would be perfect. We would be at 5, so we could give it reach and block somebody nasty. Although, I kind of want to take out that biting palm ninja. Oh, we're getting rid of Shatter Skull, unfortunately. Nuts. I'm really wishing for that Storm's Wrath. Oof, the Blast Zone. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's going to be it. Lots of lands, not lots of creatures. I'll drop the Ratchet Bombs. Bring in acceleration stuff. Figuring being on the play, I want to increase my chances of going as fast and explosive as humanly possible. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. Very, actually. Fantastic. 1 mulligan. Nice to see. Maybe they're feeling a little bit worried that we kept that opening hand so quick. Hopefully that's the case. Something good, something good. Ooh, the Queen. I think it's got to be the Blast Zone, though. I like Blast Zone. You can't not seize that. Make them quake in their boots. Try for a Huntmaster. Hopefully they don't have a Fatal Push. Thieves Guild, not bad. That's going to die to the Blast Zone. Lost to Regisaur, but we do have that Carnage Tyrant, which is going to be a pretty good headache as well. Ooh, and a Charging. Nuts. 2 Blast Zones. Pretty sweet. Get 1 down plus another Huntmaster. They're starved in the land department. So I think we got a very good chance here. No attacks, no attacks. I want to keep the possibility of Carnage Tyrant next turn alive. That is going to be good. Guess we could have blocked the Thieves Guild Enforcer. I was worried we'd get to enough that it would get Death Touch, but yeah, when you have the option to go Carnage Tyrant hasty, that is what you do. Ooh, and another one next turn. I like it. Hello is right. Hello and good luck. Ooh, ooh, devastating. And that's why, if you're on the play, bring in the aggressive stuff, and that is good aggression. Fortunately, we're losing 14. Still might do it. Yes, that is still lethal, exactly, with the attack from Huntmaster. Ooh. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely. There we go. Man, that was good. Of course, I could have played it a little bit safer, maybe holding back enough to pop the blast zone, but when you get the option and the opportunity to just keep slamming Carnage Tyrants, I highly recommend it. It's decent. Usually does the trick. Of course, anything black related could make us sacrifice the good old Carney T. It's always a very sad time when that happens, but yes, oh, a great win. If I hadn't attacked with the Huntmaster there, they would have been left at 1. Swinging for 14, and they had 5 total toughness to block. So they would have only taken 9, taken them down to 1, but the Huntmaster, the great thing, finished them off. And this certainly looks pretty great as well. Marauding Raptor, a little bit of protection if it's Rakdos. I think it's been something that has black in the deck every single match this night. I'm going to have to go back and look at it. Jund, okay. Well, it certainly isn't Azorius. Maybe it's 5 color, of course. I'm going to play it safe and not go Marauding Raptor, because with colors like that, he's probably dead. It's probably dead. Mostly mono black, Rakdos, the first Jund. Hopefully we can take that out quick enough. Oh my. Yeah. Whoa, hold on a second. I always love this scenario. Huntmaster plus Marauding. We're left with 1 to protect whatever they try to kill, and we just go poof, explosive the following turn. Should be very good. Try and kill something. You know you wanna. All but guaranteed that we get at least Regisaur Alpha next turn. Hopefully it's something expensive that they try to use. I think if they swing with the Goblin token, I'll block it. Chandra. Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. Nuts. Not today. And the blast zone to boot. Okay. I like slamming Carnage Tyrant. Nah. Let's not ask any more questions. Just slam the good guy and swing away. Carnage Tyrant, just take her out. I don't mess around with that. We're at 5, so even if they took out both Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor, wouldn't have to worry. We'd still be able to play Regisaur Alpha. But if they both stick around and we draw land next turn, we could drop both Regisaurs in a single turn, which is absolutely disgusting levels of damage right there. Well, that I expected some number of fatal pushes. Liliana, gee, I wonder what I'm going to sacrifice. Ouch, not bad. see myself swinging for Liliana with, yeah, with one of with the dinosaur token. Hopefully one would still get through and take her out. Oh, they got Heartless Act. Never would have guessed. But we still get the token, which is quite nice. I'm just going to keep swinging. Because we have that token to eventually sacrifice to her -2. We have one turn off, and we do have Thunderherd, so we would certainly discard that if they did their +1. Nuts. Actually, that might do it. Yeah, we're not busting through that. We got close. That Kiki Jiki and Goblin Dark Drillers really does a number on us. But Storm's Wrath is gonna do a number on that stuff. Switch the Shifting for sure. Oh, 100%. I think Carnage Tyrant probably the best. It's maybe the main thing that actually gives us somewhat of an edge. We don't have to worry so much. Maybe if we didn't have Carnage Tyrant, the deck really would be super duper weak, unfortunately. They do seem like they have the best combos. So many different combos, variations on creatures. Very rare to have any deck that has potential to dip into all colors and still be quite successful. Humans, of course, can be quite nice with all 5 colors, but not many tribal decks can do what dinos do and do such a wide range of stuff. You always got to keep that in mind. There's something for everything. Carnage Tyrant, Regisaur Alpha, Hasty, Ripjaw, draw some cards, deter aggression from little creatures. Shifting, of course, the all-star, one of the all-stars. Hasty, acceleration, bing, bang, boom. Watch out. Kind of want more bodies, though. Nah, I'll keep it like that. Hopefully, I don't miss that Ripjaw Raptor. Gotta love them, absolutely. Could be good. 2 lands at the very least. Snakeskin Veil to save somebody, and hopefully dropping the good old Carnage T. Play it safe. Make sure I have at least 1 left over to protect the Huntmaster, and hope they don't go a Thoughtseize. Lovely they didn't go Thoughtseize turn 1. At least we know pretty much they don't have it. Whew. Hopefully they don't have another Fatal Push. Here goes nothing. Oh. Marauding Raptor, drop Charging Monstrosaur down to 3. Bam. Hopefully no Heartless Act, of course. Bone Crusher, that's not bad. Actually, I guess I could have swung with Marauding. What am I thinking? That doesn't make sense. I think they thought Marauding was 2. I was expecting Marauding to die. It was whatever they were casting, so that's why I just swung with Huntmaster, thinking Marauding wasn't going to be sticking around. Ooh, look at this nasty, nasty stuff right here. Just talk about Carnage Tyrant, and he materializes. And the entrance animation is hard to beat. Kind of hard to beat. Okay, we're still slapping them. Down to 4. Very nice. It's going to be an uphill battle still. Goblin Dark Dwellers is not going to save him. Maybe it will. Nuts. Well, that's not good. No attacks. Ooh, another one. That's not nice. Well, the question, well, I was thinking of blocking. I couldn't block because of Menace. That's what I was looking for. But we took out 2 4/4s, which is pretty good. Chandra. We won't be able to take that out with Storm's Wrath. Double Storm's Wrath. Don't think we're winning this one, unfortunately. I'd like to go Marauding, but hopefully they slam some more creatures next turn.
You're going down.
Charging Monstrosaur would be lovely stuff. Ooh, Paseju. That's not nice. Sheltered Thicket. Makes sense. Wasn't going to play anything anyways. Play more creatures. Good. Good. Liliana. Ooh, also good. Discard Marauding if it was going to die anyways. That's alright. Oh, and they didn't even attack. Alright, smoke them. That set them back a bit. I like it. Oh, yes. Good stuff. I hope. Whatever they have in hand is not nasty. Ooh. I was hoping that was not the thing. I bet they didn't like that. They were the one who shed the tears. Digging, digging, digging. Ooh. That's alright, they took 2. Pretty good. They gotta do it. Top deck war, oh, the queen, nuts. Something hasty, let's go. At least they don't have a man land. We gotta think about the positives. Yeah, oh, lands for days. Shifting Ceratops, Thunderherd Migration. Thin the deck out. Wait, cancel. Don't show him. Don't show him. Alright. Shifting Ceratops. Charging Monstrosaur. Let's go. Yikes. Top deck war, let's go Dinos. They're down to 2, woohoo. We can do it, eventually. How many lands do I have? 8, 9. I can almost just cast Ghalta. But I do need that sweeper. Another Storm's Wrath, which I think they've... Oh, we've seen 3 copies. I do have 4 copies in the list, so... closer and closer. A Blast Zone would be... No, Storm's Wrath would be the thing. Gotta be Storm's Wrath. That's not Storm's Wrath, and that is a loss. That's alright. Sometimes you enter a top deck war, can't quite get her done, but I do always have fun. Okay. Let's whip up something special. Maybe artifact dinos, tiny dinos to finish off the night. At least take a look at artifact dinos. That's something I want to explore. What would go into that? Some artifacts that enter the battlefield as a copy of something. Could technically sit or stick with the artifact dino theme. Artifact dino. Dino no. There's not enough cards to support this particular variation. Oh no. Technically, there is some Mirage Mirror. I almost forgot about this. 3 for an artifact. Pay 2 and it becomes a copy of target artifact, creature, enchantment, or land until end of turn. I mean, I only have 1 copy. I could redeem all my 3 precious rare wild... Well, 4. 4, so I would be left with 1. That would kind of work. Hard to fatal push a Mirage Mirror, which is pretty nice. When it becomes a creature, though, I gotta watch out. Saheeli Rai. Oh yeah, that could be something. I've always wondered about this. +1 is very nice. Scrying, dealing 1 damage to each opponent, so just pinging them. But the -2 is something I've always been interested to explore. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control. Make more copies of more nasty things. That token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step. But making a token or a copy of Regisaur Alpha means we get that 3/3 Dino token, but we don't have to sacrifice it. So we're still left with something, even after that temporary version is sacrificed. Pretty good. But her ultimate is not good for dinos. Search our library for up to 3 artifact cards. There might not be a whole lot of artifacts, but maybe they can be worked in with artifact dino. Brass Knuckles. I just want to slap that in some dinosaur list because it would be so funny. Brass Claws. Maybe I should call the list. 4. When you cast this spell, copy it. Equipped creature has double strike as long as 2 or more equipment are attached to it. Equipment dinos. I like the sounds of Brass Claws. Has a better ring to it. Just the thought of how they would make this work. That'd be rough and difficult. Lithoform Engine, I mean, it is an artifact that could make a copy of target permanent spell. Copies activated or triggered abilities, so Marauding Raptor is a triggered ability dealing 2 damage to whatever creature enters the battlefield. If we copy that with Lithoform Engine, we would be able to target anything to do 2 damage. I've always wanted to do something with Lithoform Engine. Artifact copy dinos. Ooh. Something like that. Definitely going to take a little bit more research, but I think I'll end it there for tonight. Heaven, anybody else watching right now, later on? Hopefully you have a good night, a good morning, good evening, afternoon, lunch, brunch, I have a hunch I'll see you guys again. And splash artifacts. Ooh, yeah. I think so. Splash some of those powerful, heavy hitter, fun artifacts. Reflective Golem. But definitely some Mirage Mirrors. Make copies of the good stuff. Carnage Tyrants. Definitely. Maybe Splash Blue as well to make actual copies of creatures that stick around. Lots to consider. Tamer Artifact Dinos. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna get working on lots of stuff. Hopefully. I keep saying the sweatshirt, but I think tonight's the night I'll be able to carve out some time to do that and work on some other things. Shapeshifter dinos. Ooh. Man, so much good stuff. It's definitely hard to choose each night. Something sort of classic, something more fun, but it's always fun. And definitely, I do appreciate your guys' suggestions for sure. For an order, I'll take a look quick. I'll leave that stuff up for you, but the website that I use, and I think whenever somebody would order something, it does give roughly an estimated delivery date. I don't know how it would look on other people's ends, but just very quickly, it should show me. On the website that I make all the merchandise and stuff. I think I ordered the cup and the tote 2 days ago. Very excited for that. Way on the other side of Texas, huh? Actually, I think, heaven for you specifically, living in the US, I try to work with, I think, a lot of US businesses. You have to choose the specific partner that's going to be making the item, and it's made right there, shipped right to you. And I think currently everything I've used so far is US. So if you do live in the United States of America, you might actually get some of these items decently quick. Oh, let's see. Delivered. Okay, both of them are produced. Oh, both were shipped today, so I should be receiving both the mug and the tote bag sometime next week. It doesn't give a rough estimate, it looks like, but it does give an update when it's created, when it's produced, when it's shipped and delivered, at least on my end. But yeah, it's going to be good. How do you order it? Okay. I'll bring up the window and maybe I'll show you guys. Heaven yourself and anybody else. Let me bring it up 1 second. Window capture. Just have to reconnect it. Yes. I do get a portion of the sale. I can go over the prices and everything. I try to keep the profit margin as low as possible, so it's a very, hopefully, reasonable price for you guys. And yeah, supporting the channel this way. Eventually, the plan is this is going to lead to me doing it full time. That's the goal. And the main goal is having fun with you guys, of course. Okay. Arfi Games shop. This is what most of you guys would see, I believe. Yeah, that looks right. Oh, my face. Where's my face? Okay, there it is. Bam. All right. Oh, and well, I can't have the music and show you guys this at the moment, but maybe I'll figure it out for sometime later. All right. Mobile would be quite similar. I have looked for a website theme that looks good on mobile and computer as well. A Dino hoodie. It's going to be good. Pretty much you just go to this. Let's pretend somebody's looking for a mug. New coffee mug. Something like that. Definitely. And that tote bag. Actually, we'll look at the sizes. So that's pretty big. It is... should say the size somewhere here. I think it's 2 feet by 2 feet roughly, so you can see how massive the thinking dino is. Then on the other side is excited. You're going out shopping or something. I think I'm excited tote bag. Pretty decent. The quality looks pretty good too. Hard to say, of course, but seems pretty durable. All right, let's pretend we're buying it. I think I'm excited tote bag. $16.36 US, I believe. I might change it to Canadian currency, or just whatever the desired currency, whoever's looking at the shop. But yes, absolutely. 2 sides to the bag. It made sense to feature 2 big dino arts. I didn't have to use words, of course I could have, but just the images, I think they're going to stand out. Definitely looks like it should come out in quality, but of course I'm going to review it a little bit similar to how I did the poster there. But it's going to be a statement for sure. And I think you can even put an image along the seam of the bottom of the bag, but I didn't feel that was necessary. I just wanted to feature them like that. But when you go here and you simply are clicking add to cart, gives you a little message. I think I'm excited tote bag has been added to cart. Then you can go view cart, or you can continue to browse. Let's pretend that's the only thing you're going for. You want to carry your groceries. You want a little bit of a reminder. Did you bring your keys for your car or whatever vehicle? You see the question marks and you're like, oh yeah, they're still hanging up on the hook. This is what it brings you to. You can change your address here. It does show the shipping. There isn't a way that I can change that, unfortunately, and it gives you the total price there, US. Fairly reasonable, I think. I'm gonna, I don't know, a couple different hoodies. One sweatshirt without the actual hood part. One thicker hoodie with the hood. Hoodie, sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it. And, ooh, I could do something with zippers. That actually gave me a good idea. I could have some dinos that are on either side of the zipper. Maybe the art somehow goes along with the zipper as you zip it up. It kind of changes the image or how it all looks. Oh, that's going to be a good angle to explore. Definitely. But zipper, non-zipper, certainly I would be up for that. Anything really. I could do speakers, wireless charging pads with dinosaur stuff on it. This certainly looks like a pretty good site that I'm working with. I definitely love being creative and bringing all kinds of fantastic products. Like I said before, if it's not fantastic and it's not something I would consider buying myself, I wouldn't put it up for you guys. It wouldn't feel right. But back in business. Anybody home? Yes, definitely. I'll make the hoodie so you can check it out, but that's pretty simple there. You see the cart, you go change your address, put in the shipping. Yeah, I don't know. It just said that it crashed. I think things are up and running, I believe. All right, well, maybe I'll look into that. Perhaps it's a good point to leave it at. You just see. We back there? Okay, no, we're back. We're back. Okay. Back in business. Back in business. Yeah, that was really weird how it just glitched out, but we'll pretend address is there. It's all good. Proceed to checkout. See how that looks. Then has a spot here for credit cards. I'm not going to type that in, of course. And check out the billing details. So that's going to provide the shipping address, wherever you want it to go to. All that good stuff. You simply place the order and bam, you're off to the races. All right. Hopefully that answers some questions. Get working on at least one sweater idea tonight, and yeah, hopefully the stream doesn't crash again. That was very weird, but maybe I was trying to do too many things at once. Yeah, pretty simple, easy to follow, makes sense to me, and yeah. Alrighty, hopefully you have a good night, Heaven. Anybody else watching? Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Peace.